back up as Spirits, his face says it all. We cannot allow OXG to get back to this bomb site. Diaz with a kill, the Mira just distracting Spirits as Newers gets that kill. Now it's Newers taking an awful lot of damage, trying to tear through Gavin, who has every kill so far for his team, Jesse. Hope you weren't counting on speaking much here.
They're off to the races, as you said, Parker. I mean, they wanted the fast round just to start this game, set the pace early. Diaz goes down 2, leads Yaga in a 1v2.
That's hot and cold to get that kill, so no ace will be had for Gavin. It's all violence at the moment. No strategy, as what remained of Dream is now picked off. Yaga also hitting some shots onto Gavin. Is that diffuser now retrieved by Hot and Cold? The major winner. 2 major winners still up, right, as he and Gavin are now the last 2 standing. Yaga had a line of sight down below amidst the smoke, but it's played well by Houghton. And at some point, Yaga is going to have to take the fight to these attackers. I'm going to watch. Same with Houghton as they just box Yaga out, and it's Gavin to get a 4K. It looked like it would be a much quicker round, Jesse. And they're excited for this matchup, and they both said they thought it would be a good one. So far, I mean, it was an exciting first round, much slower here on the second round with 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, nades going in. Connector's going to be the last point of contact, but this is a really late take. There's going to be a lot of aggression.
Diaz swinging for the fences, but he gets absolutely nothing for it. 2 other players died. Gavin, as you talked about, Gomez with a nitro cell that claims 2, but Gavin gets the final kill. Another terrific round from the Tennessee native.
Towards Rafters. Could get picked up by Yogg here on the roam, but will it matter if Unwanted are already in the bomb site?
Yeah, I mean, 2 dead on the side of Unwanted, 1 dead over on Oxygen. Hat has now been picked back up as it's Diaz's turn to feel the heat. Gavin 7-0 through 2 rounds. Make that 8-0. Make that 9-0. Gavin he ate his Wheaties this morning. This man is unstoppable. He could break double digits in the remaining 1 minute or so, and he will do just that. 10-0 for Gavin. Good grief. Gavin doesn't even have any history with these players. He's like one of the few players who doesn't have any former history with them. So he almost grabs another. He does some damage to Yaga. Yaga managing to evade for the time being, now playing those kill holes. This was a similar position that we saw, I believe it was from the Frost back in round number 1 of Yaga, actually. Yaga's going to be in these roles where he's disconnected from the execute. He's got a good read on this, by the way. A flash will go out. He has to waste some time. Bloodfire goes through. Hot and Cold is on the ground by the diffuser. Gavin is the one waiting. Hot and pops up. Denies Gavin a 4K. Utility and numbers. Unwanted staring down the toughest challenge that they've had so far on this upstairs attack.
Already hunting for the frag. It's Hat who answers.
He's stunned on out. Newers looking for more. Spirits out-dueling Newers. Gavin and Spirits last 2 standing. Gavin with 11 kills. Spirits with 1. Very similar positions. Hat's also been dropped, so he will bleed out. Yaga goes down 2 at the hands of Gavin. Diaz is the only one upright, and he has no ability to retrieve his teammates. They're bleeding out together. Look at them. That is such a touching moment. Now it's Diaz, softened up by Spirits. Gavin is in, getting the diffuser down. Spirits will watch over top of that. He's got the cross. Nitro cell goes out. Gavin dies. Spirits looking in the wrong direction. It allows Diaz this opportunity. Spirits will need to get the job done with his own gunfire, and make no mistake about it, he will. Gavin collects the 2 kills from the grave. And Gavin will battle with Newers, who was the one that was leading those painful goo mines to be found by the attackers. Dream good. Yaga dueling Gavin. Down goes the raid boss on the side of Unwanted, and 2 kills now in very quick order for OXG. The whole round is over. That falls apart in a hurry. 30 mark. Depending on the map, you might go for a late flank at the 45-second mark. So that might be next on the board. My God, those shots from OXG. Catch Unwanted off guard. Hot and Cold and Gavin in the ground. Another might fall, but Dream removes the head of Gomez. Has the Warden of Newers not far away. Hat on the board too, so everybody on Oxygen getting in on the fun. It's just those 2 support players on Unwanted in a 4-2 half. Jesse looking awfully likely. Adam getting some kills right now. Utterly unimpactful. as he's chased off of that spot by a Nitro Cell. The Warden and Newers in hot pursuit, and with the shotgun out, rocking the OXG R6 share skin. Skinner.
Flank actually coming up garage might be the answer, or if Yaga can work a pick, of course, on this sniper. That's kind of their two openings. If they can get that man advantage somehow, that'll be an advantage. But, I mean, I don't see it happening. With the Clash, they've got so much information, and the other players on this map are playing really passive.
Yaga's got the sidearm out, and he doesn't need a long-range scope to deal with Dream. Former teammates, Yaga now inching up towards the door of IT as they've lost their cross. That one rotate into the bomb site has been taken away. Adam on the board. That's only his third kill so far. Oxygen now bogged down inside of IT, losing out on time, but winning on the kills front, or so we thought. Spirit's botching the SMG-11. Shotgun comes out for a little bit of added measure. It's all up to Yaga, but he runs out of time. Another round for Unwanted as the defenders, their setup proves to be too much for OXG to deal with. Unfavorable position. I mean, will Hat's patience be rewarded? No, Adam guns him down. Gomez trades it right back. I will say, Jesse, Oxygen has been superb at trading out every single loss that they've had to sustain up to this point, but now they've got the lead as Diaz chews through Dream. The bomb site is there as Gavin and Spirit's above. Gavin attempting to get back to the bomb site. Spirit's watching. He stops the diffuser from going down. That leaves Oxygen with 10 seconds left. The lone Canadian player remaining at this event will have to hold this round off from OXG, and a small miscalculation as to where he's going to go. Looks for Newers with the Deagle. That's a hard gun to hit with, and Newers, the R4C, you can't say the same for that one. Newers himself is putting together quite a nice game. 10 kills. He's inside a warehouse. One player up on cargo. He thinks Hot and Cold's in that room. He's correct. But Hot and Cold has a bit more control than Newers thought. Unwanted's advantage will now grow as they double up on OXG with a minute left.
This is going to be a rough backup plan. They seem to know it on the side of Unwanted too. Two players in through IT. They don't know Adam's position. The first one dies. He does go down. Diaz covers for a trade, but still a very tough task ahead of him.
Spirits with the super shorty out, like, watch this. Wrong. He is in a 1v3 now, Jesse, and he'll use the last of his gadgetry to open up that castle barricade. Dream's got a free kill here. Just pop up. Just pop up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I got it. See, look at me. I'm so good. But now inside of this connector position, we'll have to go through electrical. A vault over that wall will be effectively suicide for these players. Thatcher Diaz will walk in, Hot and Cold with pump shotgun, can very easily kill both. He gets slow rolled by Hat, who takes an awful lot of damage. Unwanted still have 4 more players. This could have been a flawless round as they sent this one away, but Houghton will die, and right back to this mirror window as Adam will Adam will get his booty slapped by Hat, who was hoping for a kill through the drone hole. He's going for cheesy angles at this point. Dream with the TCSG now holding this angle. They'll trickle in on OXG. Well, snuffed out. Unwanted winning map number 1. It looked like business as usual for them as they allow OXG just a single round in the second half. Utter domination on their own map pick.
Floor without really giving up their intentions. Now they're here. They're on a Valkyrie camera. It's going to be known where they're pushing from. Top floor not being controlled. That's why they've got to firebolt it off. Force Dream out of this position as the execute comes in.
Spirits and Gavin with 2 kills. Those MPXs doing great work. Spirits now with the Ellis shotgun annihilating Yaga. And Hat, who is so often outside of the actual execute because of his role, is left empty-handed to die at the hands of Gavin, who hasn't missed a beat since map number 1, picking up where he left off. Excellent start for Unwanted. Yeah, they just have good days.
Long angles from Yaga. He's taking a bit of chip damage as bullets do fly his way.
Oh, the Gavin special annihilating 2 of these players on side of OXG. Down yellow, Spirits now with a kill 2. Adam, Spirits, and Gavin all on the board. No team ace to be had because Gavin picked up 2. Now Spirits looking for kill number 2. He's French, I can say it like that.
Fair enough.
Nitro Cell tossed out by Dream. He's been held off the score sheet as well. And Spirits just peeks the small angle. 2 in a row for Unwanted, and they are...
To dislodge.
Love this Tachanka play, and as you can see from where he's angled, he's banking those Molotovs off of the wall towards the default spot. This is something else. Yaga actually wins it, by the way, as we were so fixated on other players. Hot and Cold gets dropped and finished off by Dream. That's unideal. This has become more winnable for Unwanted, as Yaga rappelled down the spiral window, that spiral skylight. I don't know if I've ever really seen that with somebody actively holding top spiral. Adam dies at long desk, and now the two players from Oxygen will link up together. Hat will get escorted in by Yaga. There go the Shumika launchers, but it's missed. They think it's the default spot, but Hat has found an opportunity to plant by the desk. Flames will go out and completely miss. So now Dream will rely on that huge reserve munition in the hands of the LMG of Tachanka. Yaga holds them at bay over towards long desk. OXG are actually in very good shape given how terrible this round started. Spirits and Dream will need to swing on up. Spirits will do just that. Dream falters. Spirits will need to beat Yaga in a 1v1. Long-term teammates. Nitro Cell goes out. Yaga downed. Spirits doesn't have intel. He's going to have to find this quickly, Jesse, because he's running out of time to the diffuser, but he's got a 2-second window of reprieve. And it's a 3-0 start for Unwanted. Really tell with these DMRs. We'll leave Adam and Spirits at a position where they are full HP. Out goes some of that intel, and now a drop will need to come into the bomb site as Hat will go on to drone and find information. The execute is moments away.
Yeah, that's where the soft breach is coming out now. They really would like a pick before they go for this drop. If they're going through the hatch, it's going to be watched no matter what, so they need to be able to force players out. If they don't, then they're going to have to choose some other way to get to the bomb site.
Diaz is the correct read on a flank upstairs. That's Hot and Cold creeping his way up as Yaga hits a goo mine, finished off by Adam. Diaz is still locking down this target, but they're running out of time. Spirits and Adam, the final 2 kills. There is nothing slowing down this Unwanted team. They are cruising to a victory.
Two, they've got Newers up above with the sledge. Plenty of seconds still on that clock. If they get a vert pick, they're in a great spot, and there it is. Finds it onto Adam. That's what they couldn't do last time.
Spirits is yet to die through 4 rounds, sitting at 8-0, 9-0 now for his troubles, taking damage as he escapes gunfire, and he does not escape the logic bomb. Dream still searching for his first kill. He's got a line of sight over towards yellow, but it's a Blackbeard that he'll have to wrestle with first. Dream needs to prepare for what comes next, as Spirits has absorbed a lot of damage, enough that 2 bullets will kill Spirits and move him from action. He's still got 2 gas canisters in pocket. This linear take over towards yellow is not something that you see OXG favoring, so they'll spread out their forces. Now Diaz over towards Spiral as the Blackbeard still exists by yellow. A hatch will be opened up, so that's where the drop for Hat will come in. All 3 players of Oxygen will attack from different angles, and they can easily overwhelm Unwanted. Spirits gets run over. That's his first death. Dream gets on the board. He's got 2 more to find to clutch this round. OXG searching for tally number 1. The Blackbeard getting diffuser down. Diaz covering him, and he will have the cross onto Dream, who loses the engagement, second-guessing himself. Diaz, full faith in him and the team, and Unwanted drop their first round. OXG get on the board. Concealment. Oxygen doesn't have any contingency here. They have no redundancy. That was the only set of smokes that they had. So what are they going to do now? They're going to use grenades. Again, this is a very grenade-heavy lineup. So they're going to try to flush these defenders out of their position and inch their way close. Now the main focus point for the defenders will be the Blackbeard. Gomez has done an exceptionally good job of drawing the attention of the defenders. You know, there's one now down below as Gomez has to get out of the way of Spirit's first toxic gas. 30 seconds remains, and Gomez is just on a scouting mission at this point. Gains information that over towards CEO, there's 3 of them. So what does Hat do? Immediately go for the default spot because the Tachanka is looking elsewhere. 8 players still alive, and the plant goes down. Adam's recoil control good enough to eliminate the Blackbeard, as he and Hot and Cold will now maneuver over towards admin. This was where the initial focus was. Houghton waited over there for so long, he's finally rewarded with a kill as the numbers get better for Unwanted, and Dream takes an opportunity to get on the diffuser, finished off by Yaga, who's now punished. Another player from Unwanted will need to take over that job. Diaz stands alone, all 3 death marks in his back pocket, by the way. He could very easily use this. He runs up, Hot and Cold misses the cross, no! And they have time to do it for the 2nd round in a row on this bomb site. Spirits does it himself. Unwanted take the round. My God. 5-1 the half for Unwanted.
It's admin, and he's going to be a surprise play late into this push as he tries to just distract everybody into thinking that there's going to be a heavy pressure CEO, but it's just him.
There's the swing in. Spirits just way too much to account for. Yaga gets him, but 2 very swift kills to answer back. Unwanted's lead stays good. It's a little bit closer as Gomez with 1 pick. And Unwanted, all the while, got that diffuser down, Jesse. Catches Oxygen by surprise. Gavin on the ground. Looks like he's just having the most leisurely game of his life. They debuted a new roster. They've been trying to sort through issues involving leadership. Spirits and Gavin with 2, and all those changes from the sign of Oxygen right now not paying off. Gavin's got him on the run. This is just straight up disrespectful as he dances on the corpse of OXG. It's not even cold yet. Diaz is still ensuring that there's a pulse on the body. Spirits is low.
You got the defuse kit down. This is actually winnable for Diaz.
This is very winnable for Diaz. It certainly is.
Never mind.
Issuing a correction. It was not winnable. Unwanted due to OXG on OXG's map. More than Unwanted did to OXG on Unwanted's map. A 7-3 scoreline on map number 1, and Unwanted absolutely terrorize OXG and will haunt their dreams for a long time as Unwanted have secured themselves a berth in the top 6.